long passwords?
Well, the whole business with long passwords is entirely tied to one other thing, namely that for true security, you don't need long passwords. You just need a minimum number of tests, of checks. You get three tries and you're locked out for 5 minutes. You get three more tries and you get locked out for 12 hours. Three more tries and you're off for, and that's how you do that because that prevents people using the book approach to try and guess your password. You don't have to have a long password then. But no, Americans don't like that.
Well, I think it's really obvious that other countries manage their passwords and things better than we do.
Oh yeah.
We are in kind of a free-for-all problem.
Well, now they want you to go everybody to, a visual password or something else. And I have a giant problem with them. Once they've hacked your visual password, you can't change it.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's your face. What are you going to do?
Oops.
Well, that's true. I have on my phone, I have my fingerprint and I have a code. A lot of times the fingerprint doesn't work because I don't know, I have makeup on it or something. So I'm glad to have both of them. Um,
Yeah, but the problem is the physical password, if they ever guess it, you're screwed
hmm,
because you can't change your
can't change
password.
that.
You can't change your appearance. Sorry, I forgot to turn on one of my lights. But
Yeah, that's true.
Did we get the notification that we started the YouTube?
I saw it.
yeah, I saw it
Okay.
said live streaming.
All right. All right.
We, of
Well, welcome to Reveille Networking Online. You got it.
course, now we don't hear the room.
Nope.
We were just discussing security and passwords.
Yeah, I heard. I've been listening. Um, I use a randomized generator to do
But
all
you,
my passwords. They're all
but
32 character alphanumeric uh, uh, and let's see, alphanumeric and what do you call it? Uh, Symbols.
yeah, but the problem with those is again, you're depending on the system to remember it. What if their system's down?
I have I keep it in multiple places.
hmm But you see, the reality is you wouldn't have to use complicated passwords if all they would do is have a simple thing. If you guess it wrong three times, you're off for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you do it again, you're off for 12 hours. I mean, you do that sort of thing, you don't have to have fancy passwords.
Yeah, I keep my phone system passwords. If you exactly that. If you fail, then I think it's like a week.
hmm
If you fail more than three times, it locks you out for a week.
Well, the better answer is 5 minutes because fumble fingers happens to all of us.
Oops, I left the caps lock key on and I
Uh-oh.
didn't realize it until the
Exactly,
third attempt
exactly.
or the
Yeah,
second attempt.
yeah. But no, it doesn't have to be that way. But by the way, I'm noticing a new element to the login process on Zoom where they're automatically trying to log you into the Zoom workspace.
Right. What's that about?
They're trying to take over from Microsoft, so I'm always dodging it.
I haven't done it.
Yeah, well, I haven't either. I'm not a big fan. Matthew, have you seen it?
I think I have, but since I don't even log into any account, I don't.
hmm
Uh-oh. We don't want you to confess.
And the only,
Okay. Operation Pets Alive. Okay. Now we have the pet. Here's Matthew.
Yeah. Rich, I went to an afternoon meeting of Climate Week yesterday, and they had two panels of people, and it was on the workforce and data centers and new energy alternatives and things like that. And one of the things I really came away with, which I hadn't thought about, is that a lot of these new technologies are being co-developed by companies and universities. And they have equipment at these universities that these students are working on or that they're developing. And then eventually these companies want to hire those students. So it became very obvious to me that a lot of these new tech companies are really already developing their people at the university level.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah,
It's in a real sense, it's been that way all along. Think about how A&M electrical engineers,
right.
went from A&M directly into the industry.
Hmm.
I mean, with
Yeah,
that, that's how my pastor did it.
yeah.
He went to A&M, got an electrical engineering degree, and then went directly into industry and wound up working for Kellogg, M.W. Kellogg, until they merged with Brown and Root, and he decided to go in the ministry instead. But that works. That's one
It
of the
works.
things.
Yeah, yeah. There's a program up in the Woodlands next Thursday night that my husband Bob is going to. Rice is putting it on. The title is something about decluttering your strategy.
Hmm.
So he's going to go to that. I think that's probably going to be an interesting topic. So there was a lot of talk about rice yesterday.
Hmm.
How involved they are with it.
Well, you want to have fun. What is the full name of Rice?
I don't know. What is it?
William Marsh Rice.
Oh,
His middle name is my last name, and he's part of our family line back from the Connecticut days.
oh my goodness.
And you go, okay.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I'm willing to bet that and $4 will get me a cup of coffee. So, you know,
Right. They talked a lot about these modular nuclear reactor centers
mhm.
yesterday.
I know when I
President
was,
Trump was signing that agreement that they want to try to not reinvent the wheel and bring them over for their data centers.
yeah, well, the other thing I've seen long predates that. Uh, it's an offshoot of what's called a peaker plant. A
Oh,
peaker plant is a power plant that only comes online during peak demand periods. We'll use that technology to provide it directly
Reveille's blowing.
to a data center. Well, Reveille may be blowing, but we sure don't hear it.
or see it.
right. We're kind of just going along here.
Howdy. Good morning to every one of y'all this morning. We're a little hot here. David, I don't know that I need to be yelling to the group this loudly. No? Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, then I'll put this back. Hey, guys, I'm so glad you are with us. Please join us with the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
Play ball.
So we're glad that you are here. And we are going to transition to our next new part. We are going to give the microphone over to Mo, who is furiously scribbling. And she's going to open us up in prayer because, man, the way I'm feeling this week, we absolutely need it. So, Mo.
So thank you, Father. We with humble hearts. We say thank you, thank you. We're so grateful for our health. We're so grateful for our community that you have given us to steward. We're grateful for IHOP and this place that you have placed us in. Thank you that we are the center of your attention, that when we pray that these prayers are lifted up and that you hear our prayers because we are your children. We thank you for the position of serving the community and those in the room, the divine appointments that you have set up today. Thank you for our speakers today. We're so grateful that you open our ears to hear the words of your children. We give you all praise and all glory for each individual that's here and the hurting families and the extended families. We know that they are in your hands. For the prayers that have been lifted up and the silent prayers in the closets. And we thank you for that, and we partner with them. Thank you that you're the healer and you're the comforter. And thank you for the position that you've given us to steward the resources that you have given us, the people that are in the room, and the bounty that overflows out of here through the businesses. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Mo. All right.
Switch.
All right. Good morning to y'all. So I want to say a special hello to the folks who may or may not have ever been here before. So if you've never been to Reveille before in your entire life, please raise your hand.
I know what's wrong.
One, and a bunch of liars. So thank you so much. We're glad that you're with us today. This is a special part of my week. I love being in front of you folks. I love being able to meet with you guys. You bless my heart. A lot of you know that we've had a lot of struggles within our group. We've had a lot of folks that have had some families that are hurting, that are that, you know, we got folks that have been in the hospital, in and out of the hospital. We've got folks that, you know, maybe have some job struggles. So this is a good time for all of us to come together and just love on each other. And every time I come here, it always blesses me and raises me up. So thank y'all for that, for me personally. All right, with that, I want to say good morning to a number of our esteemed folks here. We've got a leadership team. Leadership team, please raise your hand. Look at these fine folks. So there's a reason why we do have a leadership team, and that's to make sure that we stay on track. I know this looks like a big production, and it kind of is, but it's more than just coming together every single week to do a little networking. We are part of the community. We like to give a platform for nonprofits to talk, and so we do have that today. We got OPA. Angela's going to represent Operations Pets Alive. So we're going to hear about some of the awesome stuff that they're doing within our community. And if you know a nonprofit that may be having a fundraiser or something like that, and they need to come announce it to some folks, let us know. Get with Angela. She's also our speaker keeper. Awfully convenient that you're speaker keeper and you're speaking. How did that happen? But what's that? Nepotism. All right. See, just throw it out there. Totally fine. But if you know of a nonprofit that could use a little bit of word and you know, to be able to get the word out, have them come talk to us. That way we can see if we can get them on the list. I want to say good morning to our technology team. It seems they're busy this morning. Good morning. So they make sure that the microphone works, the cameras work. We get this on video so we can come back. So if you say anything inappropriate about my wife, your wife, somebody's wife, spouse, whatever, it's going to be out there for eternity, because it goes on YouTube. But we also get to say good morning to our Zoomers. Our Zoomers are going to be pulled up. How many we got this morning? We got 3 Zoomers with us, so you can simulcast. For you specifically, because you've never been here before, you may not know that we have a Zoom meeting at the same time. So you can Zoom in if you can't be here, but you still want to be a part of the community. Thanks, Matthew. You can still be part of the community. We're going to hear, Rich, that's rocket ships, right? Marilyn, what do you have? She's got nothing.
What?
So I love it. So if you're on vacation, you're feeling sick, but you still want to be part of the community and see what's going on, you can just Zoom right on in. All right. With that, we also want to say good morning, even though they can't hear us, our awesome check-in team. Good morning, check-in team. Hello. So that is, they make sure that things get checked in correctly and you get your name on a list and all the things. And why is the name on the list important? Well, we'll tell you here in a minute. But first, we're going to find out about our purpose. Why are we here? So who's got our purpose this morning? Oh, it's Nikki. Come on up.
Okay, we are here for 5 purposes. The first is business owner. Business owners, that would be me too. Corporate employees. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Right, at least that one. Then we're here for those people that are in transition, for those that are looking for jobs. That it's a great place. There you go. It's a great place to come and look for a job. We have lots and lots of connections in this room. And then group number 4 are retirees. Hashtag life goals. I know, we really are. Where's everybody? Good point. Good golf tournament. Yeah, for the A&M Club. And then the 5th and most important reason, we are here for giving back, whether it's giving back to business opportunities like those in transition, giving breakfast, giving expertise, or giving back to our community.
Like the Mel Gibson thing, where he does.
Awesome.
It's like 10 on the size, but to go to.
Santa extravaganza. And then our vision statement is to positively impact business professionals in our community through the development of quality relationships.
You got a live mic, Stephen.
Inspiration to
Oh.
get up early.
Awesome. Fantastic. That also reminds me, yeah, we're missing a number of folks in here, but apparently it's because the Houston A&M Club poached our folks to go golfing today. So it's those Houston people. I mean, we might as well start calling them from Dallas or something. I mean, yeah, all right. It is. Well, anything above Huntsville is Yankee. So, all right. So who's got our history? All right. Monroe Carter.
Hey, it's a shame our golfers are gone because I wanted to let them know I used to golf. My best score was a 68, and I said I would never be any better than that. So I decided not to play the back 9. So somebody knows golf. All right. So our history. We were founded in 2016 by Phil Wilkerson. Phil Wilkerson lost his job, realized that all of his contacts and his networking were centered around that job in that company. And he walked out and he didn't have anybody. He found out about the networking group, the Reveille group down in Houston, and he was going there and he said, this is nuts. We got to get something a little further out. So he formed, okay. Thank you, Phil. All right. Our group was born from that desire to not drive that far, but to still build relationships and to be active in the community. We are tightly connected to them. We share activities and stuff. In the year since 2016, we've had around 2,000 people pass through the doors coming to our meetings. These are relationships that we've built that hopefully we'll keep for a long time. This is an outstanding group for business networking. Your business to their business, business to potential clients. Some people have shared stories of this kind of these kinds of opportunities that have, for lack of a better word, have paid off for them. For me, it's been the personal friendships. This is a very uplifting meeting at the end of a week that is sometimes grueling and tough, and it's so fun to be here and catch Adam's smiling face. It's already been mentioned, our activities in the community. We're going to be doing the Meals on Wheels in 2 weeks. Oh, October 17th. Okay. All right. Sorry. That's not 2 weeks. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I want to be sure. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So come and participate. Adam says that the Harley dealership has promised that we can take test drives. Okay. Test rides. All right. So yeah. And we are the only organization for networking that we are aware of that uses the squeaky toy.
Still have no idea why the squeaky toy made it into history, but okay. All right, yeah. So, like he said, I want to reiterate the one of the projects we do have coming up is our Meals on Wheels project. So, what we're doing is we're going to collect enough resources to be able to roll 2,000 breakfast bags, maybe more, probably not less. But what since we can't do that in this room, these folks right next door have volunteered to allow us just to, after our meeting, we're going to have an abridged meeting here. Yeah, you wore them down. Yeah, Donna went over there and like, if you don't give in and let us use your facility, I'm going to show up every week. But yeah, so they were incredibly gracious to allow us to use. We're gonna be underneath the. Luckily, it's in October, so it won't be too terribly hot. But we're gonna be underneath there, set up our tables. We're just gonna walk right over there, do that. They're gonna take some pictures with us. They're gonna let us use a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be amazing. And if you buy a motorcycle, you'll be cool. That's all I can say about that. I don't think you get anything special, but if you get a motorcycle, it's really cool. All right. Let's see. I don't think we have any name tags. So we're not really going to worry about that part because we have a speaker this morning. No, wait. Who's got our name tag? Okay, Scott. Because it's Scott, I'll let Scott come up here and tell us the importance of our name tags. Scott, must be family friendly, family approved.
I have a reputation. He always groans when I have this, but I'll try and stay on track for you. E. King Gill. The E was for excellent. King Gill became known as the 12th man. Of course, this is at A&M. And the game against Center College was known as the Classic, the Dixie Classic, 1922. Roland was there. I was in the band. The team lost many players during the game, and they got down to where if they lost one more, they'd have to forfeit the game. So Coach Bible said a prayer, and he got E. King Gill out of the stands to come down because he was a former player, but he went to basketball. And anyway, he suited up and stood on the sidelines, ready, willing, and able to jump in and get injured with the rest of them. But he didn't have to, but they won the game. And excellent King Gill was prepared to step in. Reveille networkers received their 12th man badges. You know, the reason for who's the newbie? The first timer. There you go. The reason for the badges that you'll see with 12, 25, 50, and up to 1,000. We have shows how many times somebody has been here, ready, willing, and able to jump in and get injured for the rest of us. So that's the reason for the name tags. So once you're here for the 12th time, you'll get a name tag. We'll actually know who you are then. And everybody will be more than willing to help. And I'll relinquish the phone.
Wow. All right. As always, thank you. Very entertaining, mostly inaccurate, but somewhat accurate. Well, love all of it. Thank you, Scott. That's so awesome. All right. So next up, so we don't actually have any name tags to give out this time. Hopefully we'll have some next time. So I asked the question earlier. I'm going to ask it again. Who's never been to Reveille before in their entire life? Please raise your hand. We've got one, and we got an extra. Somebody snuck in the back. I want I want both of y'all to come on up front, please. This is not as scary as it sounds, I promise. So one of the things I've learned over the year, especially with any group, lifeblood of a group are the new folks that come and attend with us. Come on up. We're just going to have you stand right over here. I promise you, it's not as scary as you think it is. It's even, yes, it's not bad. I promise. But we want to impress how important we feel that new people are to a group like this. The more people we get to know that are out in the community and doing things, it makes this group stronger as well. So with that, we like to give you guys more time than the general schmoes in this room, so we get to know who you are, what you're about. And so I asked some really difficult questions, but I bet you can answer them. One, what is your name? Where are you from originally, and how long you been in the area? Those are the first three.
My name is Napoleon Davis. I've been in the area for about 8 years now. And I'm originally I was born and raised in Newport News, Virginia. But my wife and I moved here 8 years ago from Pennsylvania, a small town called Douglasville. And I am a business owner. I own a commercial collection agency. Okay, don't everybody frown at me. But
so what does that mean to collect commercials? I think YouTube does that well, right?
But I do.
You may continue.
Business to business collection. However, that business has somewhat died since COVID came in. In the collection industry, you have to speak with people in authority in the different businesses, such as the CEO, CFO, and so forth. And once COVID hit, people started working remotely. And so if you call a business and ask for the CFO or CEO, they're at home working. And of course, they were not going to give us their cell phone number. So that really affected our business in a negative way. And so the business kind of died a little bit. And currently, I'm working with a group called Legal Shield, if any of you familiar with that, and an ID Shield. And I find it to be very exciting, to be honest with you. And that's one reason I'm here. My mentor in that business, his name is Frank Mulcahy, and he turned me on to Adam.
Sucker.
Adam and I spoke last night, and of course he invited me here this morning. And I'm very glad to be here because you guys are a real friendly group of people. And I really enjoyed my presence today. That's enough for me. I talked to
but here's the problem. I didn't ask any of those questions. You just kind of went on assuming. Now, it was a logical assumption because pretty much everything you said was what I was going to ask. So okay. You did a fantastic job. Give him a big round of applause, y'all. That was awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to hand the mic over here. I'm going to ask you some of the same questions. Hopefully I get through them all this time. So what is your name? Where are you from originally, and how long have you been in the area?
My name is Jenny Smith. I'm originally from the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey. But I came here in 1982, and I've lived in the Spring area for 40 years.
Fantastic. Have you ever seen the cartoon Phineas and Ferb? Okay, can you hear the word tri-state area without hearing Doofenshmirtz? I don't think you can you? All right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's amazing. All right. We're so glad that you're with us then. So that's so what do you do?
I have been an association manager for the past 26 years, and I am looking now for a new career opportunity.
So what do you mean by association? Like homeowner associations? Because if we are, we're judging you.
Associations for different industries. Every industry has a professional association.
So professional associations.
Yes.
Got it. I'm not judging you anymore then. Okay, that's great. So you're looking for a new gig. You're out there kind of looking for something. Is there anything specific that you said, you know what, that's the perfect place. I'd love to go work there.
Haven't nailed that down yet.
Okay.
Looking to use the skills that I have in marketing, communications, publications, events. I've done it all.
Okay. It sounds like you might fit with some nonprofits.
Mhm.
That's what it feels like to me. So, especially if you don't want to get paid a lot. Any nonprofits want to agree with me? I mean, it's true, but it's so rewarding. It's all about the reward.
Has been.
So, but it really is. So, but no, that's okay. So that's great. So, but no, there's some awesome nonprofits in the area that actually pay pretty well. So, maybe looking for something like that. So, what I recommend doing is look around, kind of be specific. And the reason why I say this, be specific in a place like this, is when you say I'm just looking for a job, nobody can think of a job. But when you're kind of specific, like I want this industry or even this business, you don't know who's in the room that might know the perfect hiring manager. For example, I got somebody connected with the CEO or the president of Howard Hughes last week, just because I know the dude. And it was the perfect, hopefully it's the perfect, I wasn't going to say who, but I guess it was Edom. You're welcome. So I hope it works out great because you don't know who's in the room and has the right connections. And he and I played basketball together. Excuse me. He played basketball and I stood under him because he's like 6'7" and I don't move. So, all right. So with that, just keep that in mind when you come back, because you have to come back. Then keep that in mind. And if you want to send me your resume, you're more than welcome to do that, and I can forward that out to a couple of folks that I think might be a good fit. With that said, how'd you hear about us? Oh,
new member of the BJM Orange Group.
Awesome. So glad that you made it with us. So with that, do we have anybody else that's new that's never been to Network Reveille before? No? Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our class picture here real quick. So Donna. It's not a good one. It's an awful one. Hey. So no, that I'm not going to give you that one at all. And I'm not going to allow you to recognize that in any form or fashion.
Stephen, we're assuming you're not going to be here, right? Or rather, we're assuming you're going to be here,
That's
right,
right.
Stephen?
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna do that. All right, thank y'all so much, y'all. You are free. You can go sit down. I know it looks like you did a great job. Thank you. All right. So thank y'all for indulging us. Y'all did a fantastic job. Next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to do our quick commercials today, or drop and goes. And we're going to do some really quick drop and goes because we want to make sure that Angela has enough time. So when we're talking drop and goes, does everybody know what we're talking about? I bet you everybody doesn't. See, what we're talking about is our commercial. And
If we're doing drop and goes, you better put me on the list.
Adam Cook Insurance Group, commercial insurance. Jerry, you got that?
Jerry Martin, Minuteman Press. Adam Cook, retired.
I wish. All right, we'll come back to you. I just want to see if you follow along with it. So we're gonna start with our Zoomers this morning. They're gonna show us
Stephen,
how this drop and goes.
we've got you on the list.
Woo! Why are you yelling at me? All right, we've got 3 people. Matthew. All right, Marilyn, Rich, and Matthew. You are 3 on there, so we're gonna start with Marilyn. Oh, and Stephen's on there. Okay.
Good morning. I'm Marilyn Sander with Pro Action Careers. I have a direct hire employment firm. We put the pros to work. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. Rich Marsh, then Matthew. Rich?
Good morning. I'm Rich Marsh, Between Jobs Ministry. If you're in transition, we should probably talk.
Fantastic. Matthew Bardsley and Steven Shoemaker. Matthew.
Matthew Bodgley, ITE Discovery at KBR.
And Steven Shoemaker, bring us home.
Steven Shoemaker, Redemption Roofing, the home of
The
Better Roof System.
Amen.
All right. Let's go ahead and go in person. We're going to start it here with Michelle. Remember, drop and goes.
Good morning, Michelle Whitaker, SWBC Mortgage, Residential Mortgage Loan Officer.
Scott Hoffman and retired.
Nikki Hankins, No Dumb Blonde Accounting.
Rod Sane, My Buddy's Mobile Detail.
Hi, my first time, so I'm still gonna read. Hi, guys. Oh, I'm Zeta. I'm looking for Zeta, looking for an executive assistant job here in the Woodlands.
I'll go without Mo because it's a drop and go. Die with Juice Plus, fruits and veggies and capsules.
Adam Cook.
Donna Hunter filling in for Frank Boyd.
Elizabeth Supre, artist and instructor.
Monroe.
Angela Schimmels, Image 360 Signs and Graphics, Keller Williams Realty.
Charity Kilgore, 524 Creative Studio, photographer and printer.
Jeff Kirkhoff, Equinor IT.
Mark England, in transition, preferably in agriculture and real estate.
Amanda Falgu, owner of Inspire Salon and Spa, helping you look good and feel good.
Colin Cunningham, the Home Inspections Company.
Jennifer Applegate, Impact Fleet.
John Miller, class of 81, retired.
Ross, owner of Minuteman Press, commercial printer.
Joe Coomer, public insurance adjuster.
Jenny Smith, former association manager.
Howdy. John Stacy, business coach and advisor.
Napoleon Davis, Legal Shield.
David McGuffin, Space City Payments. If it can be tapped, dipped, or swiped, I got a solution for you.
Mo Heinlein with So Good, So God, biblical heart healing for women.
Wow.
Frank Buss Life Coaching. I take my clients from Eeyore to Thor, from good to great, from frustration to celebration.
You know, you're going to punch somebody doing that one day. All right. All right. Hey, you guys did a great job with your drop and goes. Good job. So that gives us 3.5 minutes for Angela. No, she's like, fair. Hey, so we want to get Angela. Normally would have Angela kind of give the spiel on what's on who's announcing or anything like that, but I'm going to do that for her. It's rare that you find somebody that's as passionate as they are about the nonprofit organizations that they're involved with. And Angela's one of those. We all know she's one of those dog people. She loves her puppies. She loves it when other people get puppies. She really loves it, apparently, when people get puppies from rescues, because she was so like we did on Tuesday. So I'm not bragging, but I do want the kudos. Angela has been involved in the community for a while. She's a great person to know. She's always one of those folks that, hey, if you need something done, she's like, you know what, I'll do it. She helps a lot of organizations, and you really do. You're a very special person. We love having you here. We love that you're part of us. So we want to hear what you've got to say about OPA. Please give it up for Angela Schimmels.
All right, can you guys all hear me okay, I guess? If you can't hear me, raise your hand, please. I love doing that. Sorry, okay, just for those of you who don't know, I'm Angela Schimmels, and I've been working with Operation Pets Alive for about 10 years now. It is a Montgomery County-based nonprofit. They started in 2011, and basically the bottom line is, in Texas, we're not so good with the spay-neuter thing. And the founder of the organization realized that that was something that was sorely needed. And that was kind of how we started, with just doing a lot of spay neuters and educating the public on why you need to do spay neuters. And when I came out here from California many years ago, please don't hold that against me. I noticed that people out here tended to not treat their animals as well as I was used to, let's just say. Not you guys, but people. And I have been known to, unfortunately, get told at PetSmart a time or two when I saw somebody walking in with an animal that, well, let's just say things might have been dangling where things probably could not have been dangling. And I made a comment about it to them, just gently. And PetSmart didn't like that. So I started finding an organization that had similar values, and here we go. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read our mission, which is a nonprofit. Again, started in 2011. We are a 501c3, all volunteer organization striving to elevate Montgomery County to a no-kill community through programs that raise community awareness, reduce the number of dogs and cats that enter the shelters and leave alive, and increase the number of cats that leave the shelters alive. Sorry, kind of combine those two. And we also believe the term euthanasia should be used only in the death of a sick or injured individual, well, dogs usually, should not be used in the killing of healthy or treatable animals. And that can sometimes be a little bit debatable, but thank you. And we have several different programs that we do. I am not on the board, but I am involved in many of these. The main categories are fostering, which I am involved in, fundraising, I am involved in. You'll hear a little bit more about another event we're having coming up that we could definitely use some help with. Volunteer, that's kind of a general comment. Just an aside, we have a puppies and Pilates that we're doing in a couple of weeks. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just like goats, but puppies. At the Woodlands Country Club Palmer course, if anyone's interested in that, let me know, because it will sell out. It sells out very quickly. We did one a few weeks back and it was absolutely amazing. Check my Facebook if you haven't. Marketing, of course, some of what I'm doing now. Information support, a lot of that is just educating the public. People that want to get involved, email us. We get them involved where it is they want to get involved in. Animal intake, that's helping with the shelters. We work very closely with the shelter up on 242, as well as the one in Conroe, when either they get full, they get particular breeds that they think could be better served using us or another type of agency like a rescue, a husky rescue, a shepherd rescue. They'll sometimes come to us. And then vetting, and vetting is basically making sure the animals get shots, get their rabies, get spayed neutered. We have a public spay neuter for low income people they can apply, and we go ahead and give them vouchers to get their animals taken care of. And none of the ones in our adoption program will leave without full vetting to an adopter. And if they decide they're not going to get them vetted, we'll take them back. And yes, we've been known to do that. Okay, these are just some cute pictures. I'm not honestly sure what this stuff is on the bottom, but you know, what the heck. I think it somehow came through between me and Bruce, and you know, it is what it is. Okay, these are some of our really cool stats through July of this year. This is just 2025. I'm not going to read all of them, but just some of them. We've had, we do cats as well. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love cats. I'm just a dog person. So I don't hate cats. I'm not allergic to cats. I'm just not into cats. Thank you. Oh, you are hired, Jerry. Wow, it's part of my tagline for those of you who don't know that. But anyhow, yeah, with cats and dogs combined, we have almost 600 that we rescued this year. A lot of those, actually a good portion of them are the shelters. And when you see from community, that is somebody who reaches out to us. A dog was dumped. They found a dog in their yard, that type of thing in the neighborhood. The problem is we are all foster based. So I have people regularly getting with me and saying, hey, I got this dog I need to get rid of. I can't do anything with it. I can't foster it. That's where we're not as helpful as somebody who says, hey, you know what? I just need to get them marketed. I need to get them on a website. I need to go to Petco, to PetSmart to be able to get them adopted out. That's where we're much more helpful. And TNR, if you don't know what that is, it is trap, neuter, and release. One of my best friends is involved in that. That is strictly cats. And those are going to be your cats where you see them roaming the neighborhood. Usually they'll be in an empty lot somewhere in your neighborhood, and there's a ton of cats, which isn't necessarily bad. Oh, yes? We'll talk about that. You don't bring them to me, but we do have a list you can get on, and we have people that do that. They trap in I think anywhere from like 50 to 60 a week, and they do this all the time. It's a process, but yeah, they do that. There is a formal list if you want to get on that for the cats, and sometimes it is best just to let them go back into where they are. It's not always best for feral animals to become domesticated. But it also is important for them to not reproduce. I'm not going to go through the exact numbers, but for cats especially, you can have one cat, and at the end of a year, it's a big process. There can be 6,000 to 12,000 babies. So, yes. Sure. And then the low-cost public spay or neuter, I kind of alluded to that. If you know anybody who needs that, get with me, and I'll show them how to reach out to our program. Well, this is going way bad. Okay, cut me off whenever you need to, by the way. This is a program that is relatively new in the past like 4 or 5 years. We've started transporting, and what we do is we transport to other parts of the country. We work with different humane societies. We work with different shelters, Colorado, California, Pennsylvania, back east. There are a lot of them that we work with. I've actually sent several dogs back east. And the reason for that is, again, both coasts have been very diligent for 10, 20 years plus with their spay and neuters. They're very diligent about making sure every animal that's in a shelter, when they get adopted out, they get the spay and neuter. We haven't been. We've been better lately in the state, but not so much in the past 10, 20 years. And it's, kind of catches up, but a lot of the shelters and humane societies in different parts of the country, they can be empty. They can literally be empty with no animals because they get adopted out so quickly and they don't reproduce. So we have groups that we work with that we send them to these places, and they get adopted out sometimes within days. You'll see one of our biggest success stories that I'm going to try my best not to cry about shortly. Again, this is just more pictures. Okay, this is Bella. This is a sweet, sweet dog who was found, let's just say. She was part of a very bad situation, a hoarding situation. Do we have a picture? I'm going to see if I can show her a picture first. Ah, there she is. There's Bella Nova. You can't really tell, but she's kind of an older dog. She has some really, really bad teeth. She was just kind of a hot mess. And this couple amazingly kept her for 2 years. They took her to events. Nobody wanted her. They overlooked her for puppies. She just really didn't get the attention she needed. And I had her at many events. She was an awesome dog. If I had room for her, I would have taken her. But then my husband said I had to get rid of Tyrion if I was going to take her. And then I have to hear about that one. So we couldn't keep her. But this, what I'm going to read to you is from these folks when she finally made it out of the state of Texas. I can't wait to share this news. Again, this is from the fosters directly. After 2 years of waiting for her forever home, Bella Nova found the perfect family in 24 hours in Minnesota. 2 years she was with us. I can't tell you how overwhelmed I am about this rescue story. Stephanie and Cody found Bella with sharpened teeth, abandoned in an apartment complex. She hated people. She was fearful and not trusting of anyone. That did not deter them. They were determined to save her. Patience, love, and their caring made Bella trust again. They stood behind her for 2 years, never complaining, taking her to events, even though she was passed over time and time again. They loved her unconditionally and were never going to give up on her. It definitely ripped their hearts to see her go, but they selflessly did that. She marched her princess self into the Humane Society and said, "Here I am." That's Bella. Thanks to the patient's dedication, love, and nurturing from them, she was adopted within 24 hours. The new family walked into the shelter and said, "That's my dog," and continued to fight for who was going to sleep with her that night. New Chance Humane Society is where she was apparently adopted out of. How are we doing, Bruce? Okay, a couple more minutes. Again, that's Bella. You can't see she's got an overbite. She, again, kind of a hot mess, but boy, she was an amazing dog. It does, yes. We adopted a hot mess as well, and she was one of the best dogs we ever had. Sadly, not long enough, but again, these are kind of pictures. I don't know how well you can see them, but those are some of the crates just stacked up on the transports. We have anything from vans that will take, 10, 20 dogs to a full-blown trailer that will take, I think 170 is the most we've done at one time. And they stop every few hours. I think every 6 to 10 hours, they're required to stop, let them out, go potty. And sometimes it's really cool because they'll do live videos. And if you've got a dog on there, you can see them out walking, and it's pretty cool. And then this is the picture of some of the TNRs, people going into the fields. They're basically fields, and sometimes abandoned, sometimes they're in the actual community. I have one 2 doors down from me, as a matter of fact. And these are some of the different places that we go. You'll see me at the Petco in the Woodlands many times doing adoption events. And we have a fundraiser that we're looking for help and sponsors for. I'll bring flyers probably next week. It's not till April of next year, but we're organizing it now. It's one of our big fundraisers called Rescues on the Runway. And it's exactly as it sounds too. It is people dressed with their dogs. And we'll have all sorts of really cool silent auction items. It's at Peach Orchard, so it's going to be a really, really nice event. And then we have some other events. Lord of Life on, I think it's in Panther Creek Church. We do a blessing of the pets. It's also it's a mini fundraiser, but the public can come out and do that. And then again, some more pictures. And this is some of our vetting that we do, where what we do is before the animals go on transport, they are required to be seen by a vet. They get a full health check. They get a certification that's required to pass state lines. And then, like I said, all the puppies, everybody gets vetted. And from what I understand, our fees for adopting are kind of some of the lower even in the adoption or in the rescue industry. They come with their vetting, they come with their shots, spade, neuter, all that good stuff. I think that was that. Not sure what's happening. Is it not working? I think we're close, but sorry. I'm not sure what's happening here. Sure. Oh. Okay, go ahead, Michelle. Yes. Generally, it is dogs. And the reason for that is, first of all, we don't have such a as big of a cat population problem. But also the cats don't tend to do well in 2 to 3 day transports. So, yeah.
Is it true that that there are people illegally fighting dogs, and that the reason why people ask for an adoption fee is to prevent those kind of people from adopting dogs to be used illegally in fighting and cruelty?
That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure I can answer that confidently. But what I can tell you is that we vet the adopters as best we can. Generally, we do get their addresses, and we'll actually look, and sometimes we'll actually get on Google and make sure it's an address, because we've had people give us an address that wasn't an address. It was an open field. I don't know if we've ever had that particular issue, but we've had some situations that didn't end up well, and we ended up coming and getting the animals back. There's been 2 times I'm aware of we've had to get law enforcement involved, but I don't know if I can honestly answer that with certainty. But oh, yes, sir. That's okay. Go ahead. Oh. Go ahead.
Which is a terrible thing. They shouldn't be allowed to ever walk again after that.
Yeah, we won't discuss what I think should happen to anybody that is involved in dog fighting. But yeah, last thing, one of our dogs that we got was a pit bull. She was a bait dog from a fighting ring. And so it does happen. I don't know how common it is. I don't even want to know, but it does happen. We do end up with them, and then they forget they're much better than humans. They can forget, they move on, and they're amazing.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you, Angela. Give her a big round of applause, y'all. So yeah, the rescue process for hang on. So the rescue process, while we just went through, is I mean, it was an intensive interview. They interviewed, they had us take video. I mean, it was a whole thing. They wanted to make sure we were real people. They did charge a fee for it. The fee was kind of a reimbursement for some of the medical and things that they kind of go through. It wasn't, I mean, it was great. So, all right, we've got enough time for just a couple of really quick announcements. What's happening in the community?
Hey, everybody, it's that time of year. If you haven't already, 200 businesses that care, November 4th. It is a Tuesday. It's $100 to sponsor it. 100% of your donation goes to one of 4 nonprofits that we're supporting this year. The first place nonprofit will get $10,000, second place $5,000, third place $3,000, and fourth place $2,000. So if you haven't signed up, please do. You get 2 tickets to the event, 2 drink tickets. Entertainment's going to be by the Spicolis. It'll be held at Sawyer Park. I want to thank those that have already signed up in here, but we still need 120 more. So.
Real quick, tomorrow, if you are a fan of Willie's Grill and Ice House, tomorrow we're having a fundraiser at Willie's for the Montgomery County Aggie Scholarship Foundation. There are these little flyers on your or postcards on your table. Basically, you just go have a great lunch, show up in your Aggie gear, and say Spirit Night, and they will give 15% of the total receipts for the day to the Scholarship Foundation. That means some kids get scholarships to go to college. So all you got to do is bring some family, go enjoy a great meal.
Fantastic. So I will announce that we've got, was it 28 hours until the Aggies beat the hell out of BYE. For those that don't know, that spells bye. We have a bye week. Okay, whatever. All right. All right. So we're gonna do our drawings here, and I'm thinking that this one feels rigged, and I don't like the results, but we'll go ahead and go with it. What we have is we have a $10 Sonic, we got a $15 Whataburger, we got a $15 Cane's, a $10 Chick-fil-A, and dude, an Aggie mug. I mean, a Reveille mug. Heck yeah. All right, so for those that are new, we draw out of this here. Whoever gets drawn first gets to pick, second gets to pick what's left, and all the way down to the last person who gets whatever's left over. So our first winner is Allison Evans. Allison, woo! Number 2 is Joseph with Claims XP. Come on. Then we got Frank Fuss. He's already up here. And here's the problem I have. Both Jerry and Di won. You get to pick first. Whataburger. All right. Number 2. Canes. And Frank, what you getting? All right. I'm not even going to tell who was 4 and 5 because it doesn't really matter. Oh no. So here, y'all fight it out. That's some bull hockey right there, y'all. That's your thumb. That felt really sarcastic. That's appropriate. Jerry wins every time. This is some strangeness. All right. If you want to win, go to Ross, just in general. All right, guys, with that, we're going to wrap this thing up. Don't forget, we do have a leadership meeting after this one. So if you're on leadership, hang out for a little bit. We got a couple of things to talk about. Don't forget also to put it on your calendar, October 17th, Meals on Wheels. We want as much help as we can because holy cow, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. So especially helping the community. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks again, Angela. Oh, and bring a friend. Bye, y'all.
Bye, Matthew. Looks like Matthew, you're the only. Oh, there's Marilyn.
Yeah, I'm here. Bye,
Bye.
Bert. Thank you.
Bye.
Week.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, go ahead and kill it.